Well, guys, hopefully you guys are joining us back here. Apparently, when we went to share it, somehow it cut us off. Ah, man. Clayton, why don't you get in the other one that ended and tell everybody to come to the new one? Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, somehow we got cut off. If you guys could hit that like button, let's get this all started over again. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you guys are joining us back here, we lost our cell reception or something. I don't know what happened. If you guys trickle back in, if you hit the like button, appreciate it. Coming in, you got your own channel, drop a link in the chat. Let everybody check it out. We was getting a nice little crowd there for a minute. Everybody probably thought we abandoned them on it. Yes, Chad, technical difficulty, man. That good old Verizon cell phone service, apparently. Yeah, that's how we fish. Big Muddy or Michael, whatever you want to be called. Hopefully we get everybody back in here. We had about 13 or 14 a minute ago. If you guys are trickling back over, let's hit that like button. Start getting some more likes on this stream, and maybe we can hit that 2,000 subscriber mark. Big Muddy, if you want to post a link to your channel, go ahead and post one. If you guys want to check him out, show him a little love. He's new to carp fishing. He's been catching quite a few here lately. And Chad, if you're still here, did you guys want some millet this week, or if you guys want some, I can make some up tomorrow. Could probably hand it off Friday. We got quite a bit of traffic coming through here now. The other place we were at was just a local park that we'd never fished. And man, they was driving through there acting like idiots. Kids were playing and people were doing burnouts right at the stop sign. And it was rough. Okay, well, I'll make you a couple batches up. I only got enough for probably one more batch of Juicy Palm, so I'll let you have it. That's what we've been tearing them up on. Dylan, are you here? I can't remember what flavor you had. You were doing pretty good Saturday. I want to say Dylan had peach or something. Looking like we might get a little rain shower here, guys. Peach is a good flavor, Chad. It's one of my favorites. What were you throwing? Oats? You guys want to hit that like button if you're just joining in? We're running low on the likes, guys. We only got 4. It's a good bait. Did you guys try a different spot? I think it'd be cool to take a boat out to one of those islands and maybe camp or, something like that on one of the islands out there. I keep buying it all, Chad. About once a week, my wife runs up to the Amish store up there. And they usually only have a bag or two, and she buys it for me. Trying to stock up. I mean, if I've been going through it like crazy. She might call up there. I don't know the name of that place. It's I think it's in Lynn or over by Lynn, Fountain City, maybe. Yeah, the one I'm talking about is in Fountain City, I think. Like I said, she may have bought it all last week when she was over there. They sell gallons of corn syrup too. I'd never tried it, but she got me something to try out anyway. They didn't have any up there? I know she got me about 2 bags. She only got 2 bags, I think. I didn't know if she really got it all or not, but apparently she did. Either that or somebody else come in after her and got some more. Half the time when I go up there, they don't have any, or I have to ask, and sometimes they'll have a bag in the back or something. They sell wheat bran up there too. You'll need that. I think a lot of people are still trying to get into the other stream, guys. It's unfortunate that it crashed like that. We had a nice little crowd going. We had quite a few likes on the other stream too. Yeah, the grain elevator or feed mill over here in Pershing, they don't carry it. I wish they did. I bought some in Indy one time from a grain place, and I had Hold Millet with me. They're like, "Oh yeah, we carry the same thing." I'm like, "Are you sure it's Hold?" I said, "It doesn't say it on the bag." And they're like, "Oh yeah, it's the same thing." And the bag I got from them was a 50-pound bag, and it wasn't Hold Millet. It was just regular millet. Shane, we're over at Springwood Park. I ended up feeding it to the birds around the house. It took me forever to get rid of 50 pounds of it. It's in Richmond, Indiana. We was running a little bit late. We was gonna stream from another place, and the road noise was so bad we packed it up and went to another place, and wasn't a spot to fish. Over here, usually when they turn on, they start going nuts. We're kind of hoping for a nice mellow stream today where we don't have to bait up every 5 minutes. There's Uncle Donnie, Clem. We got the pro, Uncle Donnie, here now. Hand me that water, dude. Hand me one that's already open. I don't want to waste it.
The truck keys so I can get the groceries.
Any of you boys out there fishing right now? I know Michael Murillo was here for a minute. Chad Ferguson, Whisker Seeker Rods. If you guys are just joining in, hit that like button, please. Please and thank you. Sorry about that, guys. I was having a phone call come in. If you guys are new, if you drop a subscription, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate that too. Trying to hit 2,000 today. Last time I looked, I think we were about 8 shy of that. Once we hit 2,000 subscribers, we're going to do a giveaway probably within a week or so after that. See if we can't get some prizes for you guys. Uh-oh, we got one on, boys. Clayton! Clayton, grab the net, bud. Okay. Can you reel this pole in, Clayton?
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Don't throw it back out there, bud. You can't reel it in from down there like that. I gotta get the sinker back. Guys, we got a terrible mess. Terrible mess. I'll show you the fish real fast. I'm gonna go ahead and toss him back in the water, but we got a terrible mess.
Don, you got a knife?
That fish got into two of our lines. So we got some situation redoing that we got to do. I don't know if it was worth it or not. We got juicy palm right now, Todd.
Does Don need to cut it?
Don't cut it right here. You take it. Go down there and roll it in.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you mean this one down there? Oh my goodness.
All right, boys, we got some baiting to do and some retying to do.
Same thing, it landed it.
Yeah.
In the middle there.
Clayton! Hold on. Oh, never mind.
Pull down there till it slacks. Want to roll that one until?
Tighten the line up a little bit.
Pop shots, I got one ready.
Did you just spray bug spray? It sprayed something. I smell it.
Well, oh, hand sanitizer.
I don't know, Dylan. Where you want to go?
Got one. Hey, come on. Ah, there's it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I just have to find out.
All right. We got to tie this other one back up here. Johnny, can you cut this orange piece off of there? That orange piece. I know, all the way off of it. Cut the knot, not my finger. That cut right on the knot. I'm coming close to the eye.
Oh, that's good. My gosh, man.
You're cutting the middle, man.
That's good stuff. I can see it.
That's not going to go.
Yeah, should.
No, here we go. The water is warm.
What is that? Water. See something? Yeah. See it?
He's a little future troublemaker.
This ship's not hurt. Not at all. Huh? See? Chili lime. See? It's not hot. You want to try that song?
You guys are just coming in. Hit that like button.
You want to try
Drop us a like.
Not that hot. Please don't. I haven't tried it. I'm gonna have to show you that it's not hot.
Yeah.
We caught one just a few minutes ago, guys. It got us tangled up. Let me see that knife real fast.
Ooh. Come on, man. It's on the inside.
There you
You need a bit?
go. No, I'm good.
Man, put it in my thumb, you know, wow, man.
It's not that hot.
I remember I'm a little older than you. Ooh, hello, son. Ooh. I like it like that, but I don't know if it likes me. It's got the hang up.
And another one.
We'll run down here to the other end and throw it out.
Thank kind of thirsty.
Ouch. Something about it makes you want another bite, don't it? Man,
You like them?
yeah. Got a little bit of hot. Never heard of them before. What are they called?
Takis.
Really?
They're everywhere. They're really popular.
Like,
Another one?
very cool. On my head.
It's pretty good. It's not the inside of it.
I like it. Chips, it's got that hot stuff.
But it's not the inside of it. That's hot.
No,
It's the powder.
yeah. That's where it got me. I take the outside off.
Gotta admit, the
And when I bit into it,
gotta admit the very first bite, it's like, this is actually pretty good. And
that
it's like,
made me sneeze.
it's still hot for you?
Spin it. Oh. That's very. Lots of everybody. There you go. That powder, man.
Oh, some freaking water.
Oh, I do too.
Oh, all right, boys, I'm back. Let's see what we missed. Somebody dropped that $10 donut. All right.
I'm glad I looked involved in that life.
Who we got dropping the donation here, boys? Dylan with the $10. Man, he's always hooking me up. Well, you know me, Dylan. I enjoy doing it. What you guys think? Think Dylan needs to start his own channel? Dylan might ought to start his own YouTube channel, guys. Give you something to do, man. Then you could film me reeling in fish. Put that on your channel. What fish? Hey, what about that koi, man? That was a pretty koi, wasn't it? Thing was gorgeous. Dylan, I don't mind it, man. I had a good time up there both times we went. I could go back to Greenville, no problem, dude. That would be no problem with me. We got somebody coming down here acting like an idiot, guys. I don't know if he's high or what he's doing. You guys hear him yelling down there?
I think he just got out of East Cape.
He sounds like he's high on drugs down there, guys. Now, why would it be closed, Todd? You just don't want me catching all those koi and goldfish.
Okay. Film him, please. Film him up, film him. Yeah,
Boys, we got somebody that's higher than a kite over here.
film him.
I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. I'm not going to film him. I'm not going to support filming somebody like that. But
Then they know what you're talking about, this guy.
yeah, he's on something.
Yeah, he is.
Can you guys hear him or not? Let me know. He's whistling now.
That's your future leaders.
Yeah, it is. Todd said he was going last weekend. He didn't show up. I could have showed him what that koi looked like. This guy's over here whistling now. He was yelling a bunch of weird stuff.
Trying to sound like a red. Actually, it's not too bad. Some of
I got a good video coming out on those chaos reels, guys. It comes out Friday. you guys ought to hear this guy up here, man. I don't know what he's doing. He's whistling a little bit, and then he's what, woody pop. He's going all kind of stuff. We probably ought to keep our eye on
Just hope they don't steal my car.
it. Yeah. Did you lock my truck, Creighton?
This guy is wild.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, boys, I'm 70. I've never seen nothing like it yet.
He's got a full blown conversation with himself right now.
He's a bird watcher.
Yeah, we got the gun, babe. Donnie's over here now too, so he's got one too.
Stop that guy.
Yeah, whatever he's on, a gun probably wouldn't stop him anyway. He'd probably keep going.
Listen, he can mock them birds. I think he's from college.
I don't know. He's good at bird calling, but I don't know what he's throwing in there with it.
Yeah, he can hammer some of them pretty good.
Todd, bring your wife. We'll let her reel some fish in. Be a good video, man.
These fish bite pretty good. It is. One jump.
I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see him now. He's walking that way. I don't know if you can see him walking away or not now, but
We don't support recording.
I didn't want to get him where everybody could see him, but he's clearly got something going on.
Yeah, he does.
Dylan, Jolene's the goat at fishing. We're using millet pack bait, Nikki.
Take a break. I need you to do a lot.
We got anybody local to the area watching? Or where's everybody from today? Drop us a comment. Don't be shy. Or if you want to hit that super chat button, don't be shy. I'm trying to get some money together for a giveaway once we hit 2,000 subs, guys. Trying to get some prizes for y'all. Said I got a good video coming up on the chaoses for Friday. What's up, Bobby? Nikki, that's not too far. We're over here in Indiana. Yes, Victor, we know you're from Indiana. But there'll probably be a one-day shipping though, Dylan. They're probably up in Indianapolis. They'll probably ship them tomorrow, and then you'll get them Friday. I don't know if he made it back or if he's laying in the woods somewhere.
Bite.
No. I think he found some magic mushrooms or something over here on a trail, and or maybe he didn't know there was magic mushrooms and decided to take them. I don't know. Yeah, he is, Dylan. I think I told you I ordered a ladder ball today. Well, I'm gonna practice up. Nice, Bobby. Did you catch it on pack bait? You might think that's a dumb question, but I've caught several largemouth bass on pack bait, believe it or not. Dylan, we need to get a cornhole board set up, but why don't you talk to my dad? He builds them.
We do have two in the basement.
That's not a corn. That's a little tiny boards thing.
Still cornhole boards.
He'd probably cut you a better deal than he'll cut me on a set. I'll ask him, see what he says. Chad, you ever fish Summit during the daytime on Saturdays? Oh, gotcha. Gotcha, Bobby. Now, like I said, I've caught several. What's up, Presley? We was going to fish the reservoir, man. We drove over there and somebody was fishing on the boat ramp side. We started at Glen Miller, but the road noise was terrible. People was acting nuts, doing burnouts right there. You probably did.
Yeah, you did.
I saw you caught a bunch over there yesterday. Looked like you caught a bunch yesterday, Dylan. Reservoir. Said we was going to hit the spot you was at, but somebody was already there. Hey, Clayton. You know when we was at Glen Miller, there was a kid with a dog?
Yeah.
Right there he is.
Did he walk all the way?
I'd say his mom brought him over here now. Didn't look like any of them were too big though, Presley. What was the biggest one you caught? Somebody caught a nice catfish. I think it was yesterday up at Highway Springs. It was like 40 pounds. If you guys are just joining us, drop a like. We caught one a few minutes ago over here, and it wasn't very big though. Got into 2 lines. Had to cut one of them. No, Nikki, I don't eat carp. We just do it for fun. You got a lot of good lakes down there where you're fishing at, if you're in Ohio. can't look on your phone?
No. That's what you say I'm looking, but I can't.
Huh?
Sometimes say I'm looking, but I can't look on my phone.
Oh, yeah, they can't go to sub counter on through Google and look it up.
Never tried.
You fish for catfish, Nikki? I tried to fish the Ohio River for some carp a couple years ago, and I couldn't find a place that didn't have a ton of current. Even throwing a huge weight didn't stop it. I drove for probably an hour and never could find like a little runoff or something to fish. Everything was private property. I know I'm glad I converted over, Matt. I like using the bait casters and casting stands. Yeah, it would be pretty cool. I don't look for it to happen. If my welds didn't look terrible, I'd probably try to make some and sell them, but my welds look terrible. I've never been good at it. Never done it enough to get good at it. It'll hold together, but it looks terrible. Matthew, you watched that chaos video, didn't you? My stands come from Steve Satterfield, and then I've got some stainless ones down on the other end from that Vickers. Something Vickers makes them over in North Carolina. Trying to get another, possibly 3 more of them. Now I got a question for you, Matthew. I had that video set to private, and I saw you had commented on it. Where did you see the link to it at? I was just curious about that. I mean, I'm glad you watched it and everything. I had it set to private because I was going to upload or release it Friday, and then I had seen that you had commented. Oh, really? So if you put it in a playlist, it's still okay. Well, that's good to know, man. That's cool. See, I didn't even realize it would still show up if you put it in a playlist. That's good. Like I said, the more the merrier. I want everybody to watch it. I posted a link to it on a catfish forum, and a few more people watched it. But I'm going to make it a premiere for Friday. If you do buy one, if they hold up like mine have, I mean, I really like them. I mean, honestly, I really do. Dylan, he ordered some C4s. I've been itching to get my hands on one of those to try it out. I've never thrown a C4. Yeah, I've seen the Cat Max. A lot of big cat, a lot of cat fishermen use them. Yeah, I've heard of the Bass Shack. I've tried to buy some stuff down there before. Tried to buy reels off of them before. Right now, reels are hard to get, guys. rockets anyway. But hopefully Dylan will let me take his C4, tear it apart, do a little video on it, do some casting. I'd like to compare it to a rocket. The C4 has a dual worm gear, you know, the bearings on it. I think the Cat Max is about the same price as one of the Chaoses, if I'm correct. I think it's a little bit bulkier of a reel though. So far, I've been really surprised at how smooth and how good these cast. Well, we got one on the other end, guys. You can reel it in, Don, if you want.
So I can get it.
Tangle it up, boy.
Who cares? We'll get it untangled. If it gets tangled, it gets tangled. Chad, this is for you. We got Uncle Donnie reeling one in. Think it's that one, Donnie. Yeah. Let's lift straight up, man. I know Chad said he likes it when you reel them in, so. He said you get excited that one day. I think it was Chad that said that.
Somebody did. Yeah. I'm losing.
Hog him in, man. Don't let him get too far left. Grab the spark spreader. You're going to get it in the tree like this, huh?
Yeah, I did a little bit, then got it out. Oh, there he took off. And he pulled it along.
You're making it worse on yourself like this.
Like that. It's going to get in them trees. Now I got it. A little rest. Uh-oh. Yes, man. Harder.
Guys, I'm not gonna pick him up. I'll show him to you in the net though. He's just a little guy. I don't feel like getting real slimy over him, so we'll go ahead and get him back in the water.
He pushing out there.
I'm gonna bait up real fast. I got two down here that need baited up actually. Anybody wants to drop a super chat for that awesome catch for Uncle Donnie right there, feel free to do so.
Little one.
Try and get a little extra money together for a giveaway here, guys. Clayton, we reel the middle one in?
Yeah.
Man, what you got? Come on. You've been out a while, ain't you?
Yeah.
Man, it's hard to keep them away from them trees when they go left on you when they're way
Well, when you walk back, you're giving it more line to get into the tree. You want to get your pole as close to the water as you can. Farther back you go, the more line you got out. This way it stays on.
Wow. It's a nice one jumped up there. Pretty close to it.
What's that?
It's come out of that water's head.
Yeah. You guys are just joining us, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, please. We're trying to get up to 2,000 subs.
He's had it like that for years.
Who?
I don't know pretty bad.
I don't know who that is.
Picture came with Eddie. Oh,
Yeah.
you smell some of that. They smell pretty good. What is that, strawberry?
I think
Oh, go for it.
it's like juicy plum.
Smells good. Wow, and then gone. But it was nice part of it. All right, I'll play it over. Throw it 3 or 4 times. How about that? What makes you think it won't be over here? I get this.
We're gonna let that line settle for a minute and then tighten it back up. Look like we might have some fellow carp fishermen coming in. It's getting ready to fish to the right of us, possibly. I just seen one jump out to the left of us. Looked like a dolphin. Come clear out of the water. We'll head back down, guy. What do you guys think about a live stream on Saturday? Might be able to work that out. Oh. You're just joining us. We caught 2 so far. If you don't mind dropping a like, we appreciate that. Well, Michael, thanks for dropping by. Tama, yeah. We're glad you're here, brother. And Matthew, I would love that. I mean, really, a surf rod's about the same thing. They rate carp rods in a test curve, but really that's about how much weight they can throw. So you could use a surf rod. These Ferguson rods I'm using, they're I think they handle up to 12 ounces of lead, and they're not real stiff either. So you can play a fish really good with them. Some of the catfish rods, I mean, they're real thick. They're the fiberglass, really big, really thick around. Super stiff, you know. These bad boys, they'll sling the lead out there, but they're not too stiff to play a fish either. I must have had a bite on that left one. It's like the line's coming back a little bit. Matthew, I missed your comment. It faded away right after I looked over there, man. Yeah, we're throwing millet again. We've been doing so good on it, there's no reason to change it up, you know. And Matthew, I mean, you know, the Ferguson rods are about, I think, 80 or 90 bucks a piece, but honestly, I think they're worth it. I really do. To be honest with you, I think they're worth more than that. That's how much I like them. I wouldn't buy them if they cost more because I couldn't afford them, but they're really good rods. And for a bite indicator, yeah, I used to do that years ago. Now that there's alarms, I don't mess with it. If it takes off, it takes off. If I'm sitting by it and I see the line moving, I think it's a buff. I got a really good technique for setting the hook on buffs. Yeah, you had a great birthday. Sure did. I grew up river fishing, you know, and when you river fish, what you do is you take your finger and you put the line, you put your finger where it's got pressure on the line, and you can feel it tapping. So you can feel it when it's, even if it's just down there just pecking on it, you'll feel a little tap tap on your finger. There's a pay lake up here called Highway Springs. When I go there, there's a ton of shad in there, and they will drive you nuts. And you know, most people catch one when they go. He'll hook himself, but if I'm bored and don't have anything to do, I'll start setting the hook on them, and it's nothing for me to catch. I don't know, 6, 7, 10 of them, because I can feel them just tapping on it. Kenneth, I've been using straight up bead and tearing them up, man. Dylan's been using the kicks with a bead, and I'd say we've been catching probably about the same amount, I'd imagine. Yes, Todd, I am the Shad King. If they had a qualifier for that, man, uh, I'd win that for sure. I'll be ripping them shad. I don't like doing a double hook setup. That's a thing I used to do when I was younger. And of course, you know, you think, oh man, I got two of them out there. The only thing I noticed when I used to do it is the hook would always get me, or it would get stuck in my net. I haven't noticed a difference in catch rate by using a single hook. I don't know what you mean by doubled up leaders, I guess. They call me the koi master, Todd. Everywhere I go, I catch koi and goldfish now. Yeah, send me one. A jeep full of girls just went by and asked me what I was watching. Tama, I don't know, man. I can't see it while I'm streaming. You tell me. We get there yet? Probably not. Probably not yet. It might take another day before we get there. I hope we get there. What kind of prizes would you guys like to see? I've been kind of thinking about a no-roll sinker mold for somebody, where they can make their own sinkers. I know one of the prizes is going to be that chaos reel. I'll just take one of mine and clean it up real good. Leave the line on it. That way you guys have that. Mine are like new condition, so should still have the original boxes too. Tama, where are you from? Chad, I gave a set of stands away when we hit 1,000 subs. They were donated by Steve Satterfield. If we could get some more people to donate some stuff, we would. But unfortunately, I mean, I know people probably think I make a lot of money on here, but it's just not the case. I spend way more, way more than I make. That's for sure. I had a couple places that were gonna send alarms. One of them told me they sent me a set, and they never showed up. And when I asked them, they said, "Oh, wait, no, they'll be there this coming week." And I said, "Okay." And I waited 2 weeks and asked them, and they never responded. So they never did send me a set out. It was going to be a set of straw alarms. I was going to do a review on them and then give them away to you guys, but apparently they changed their mind. Oh yeah, turtles can drive you nuts, man. That's one thing a lot of people they'll say, well, if you change your pickup, the fish will take off with it. Well, what they don't realize is it's not a fish; it's a turtle that's messing with them. Oh, we just had one that hit the very end rod there. It just slacked up all the way to the left. Two of those need baited up anyway, but Todd, I've never been a big fan of straw alarms myself. They're pretty big and bulky. These little cheap Chinese alarms, I've got a link in the video description if you guys are interested. They're cheap. You can toss them in your pocket if you want. They light up at night too. Well, the far left one probably needs baited, Kenneth. It just had a hit. But the straw alarms, they do look really cool when they're lit up, and I like the looks of them and everything. It's just, I mean, getting them to and fro, you know what I mean? You used to have a bucket to put them in. Some of them are bigger, and some of them are heavier than others, but damn it, yeah, I mean, I've also fished many years without alarms. Heck, a guy could put his clicker on and you'd hear it from right here. But I like them myself. If you guys watch a lot of my stuff, well, actually, you guys probably don't see it in most of my videos, but if Dylan's watching, he'll tell you that when we're fishing somewhere, a lot of times I forget to put the line over the alarm anyway. Kenneth, we're over at Springwood Park. Yeah, Tammy, they have clickers on them, which is kind of like a bait runner. what you do is you hit the cast button and then you turn your clicker on. And when a fish takes off, it's basically spring loaded and it's a little piece that hits the plastic gear and it clicks. And it has tension. Oh, we got one taken in the middle there. It's slowly going out. Bobby, I know, man, this COVID messed everything up, dude. I know a lot of people that bought alarms. I used to get them in about 2 weeks at the most. Now, if you order anything overseas, I mean, you're looking at it could be 2 months. It might be longer than that. I'm gonna move this camera a little bit so I can lean back, guys, and still see the conversation. Actually, I'm gonna have to put it on the other side. Oh. Yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised, guys. Heck, I've ordered a few things on Amazon that were Prime and took 2 or 3 weeks to get to me, and it was in stock in the United States. So COVID seems to be a good excuse for places to take your money and not ship your product for a long period of time anymore. It seems like. Kenneth, yeah, I think they're off the spawn. I never really did see a big spawn this year.
There'll probably be one go off now that we wore out.
I'm assuming that they would be over it by now. We caught a lot with eggs, but we never did see them beating the banks, really.
We smoked them the other day. They got dark rain.
Tama, I've caught
Take a head off.
years ago. I caught a ton in the low 20s over here.
They're jumping way out there. If he could get out
Something
there about 30
happened,
yards, he'd be
and
in the-
you're lucky to get one. You know, most of them are now probably 4 to 10 or 12 pounds. I think last week we caught one that was probably about 15 pounds. That's the biggest one I've caught over here in a few years.
I just don't think we will.
Kenneth, where are you from? I don't even remember what my biggest carp is, believe it or not, guys. I've caught a lot in the low 30 range. I've caught several of them.
That's a big one.
I don't remember what my biggest catfish is either. Back before you had phones that took pictures and able to record it and all that stuff. That's one thing I do like about it nowadays. When we make a video, we got it on camera, you know. I've got a photo album full of pictures of some fish when I was in my early 20s. I've got a picture of a 20-pound buff I caught when I was probably 12 or 13. Gary, what bait is it? I've seen a lot of people doing good up there and Haley's here lately. If you guys are just joining in, hit that like button, please. Thank you, thank you. If you guys would like to show a little extra love and help support the channel, feel free to hit that super chat button. Tama, I don't think they are harder, other than the fact that you have to be in a place where there are buffs. If you're fishing somewhere that doesn't have them, you're certainly not going to catch them. Kenneth, rice is a good bait. We've been doing ours in the oven. We've been making our millet in the oven. I'm sorry, not our rice. It's been really consistent that way. Pack's really good. We can throw it a mile. We've been catching a ton of fish. Probably the last 6 or 7 times we fished now, maybe. I don't know. We've just tore them up. So we got probably 3 rods that need baited out of what we got here, and we're just wanting a little chill stream. You know, we don't want to keep baiting up. So if you get them biting over here, they go nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. I'm scared they're going to start taking off, and then we'll spend more time baiting than chatting with you guys. Is there a bunch of buffs in Indy Lakes? I don't know. I've caught them on about everything. Bean meal works really good for them. I've got a couple videos from Highway this year, I believe. We caught several buffs every time we went. Yeah, that bean meal millet combo is a good bait, man. That's good for buffs too. I wish we had some good wild water spots that had buffs around here. Texas has quite a few. We got some big ones over there. Canadian Carp has a video where they catch some 60-pounders. Hey, enjoy the steaks, man. We appreciate you stopping by. Ain't that the truth? I know there's some in the White River, but
That goes right into Ohio. Eventually.
I'm not really from the Indy area, so I don't know any good places to fish on the White River. And there's a lot of kind of stuff that happens up in that area too, so we was walking the White River one day trying to find a good spot. We ran into a bunch of homeless people right there. They was living under one of the bridges. Heck yeah, it does. I watch a lot of the videos where people fish Texas and they catch a bunch of big buffs in common. That's on the bucket list. One of these days, maybe we can get down there. I've been looking into buying a camper so we could do a little traveling and fishing, but it's not in the cards right now, I don't think. John, we're throwing millet pack bait. I would love to fish Del Hollow. Never have. I'd like to rent like a little house on the lake or something, do some fishing. If you guys know a reasonably priced place that a guy could rent, let me know. Love to try it out down there. Yeah, it's the same way with me, Kenneth. If I knew where a guy could do it reasonably cheap, $100 a night or something, I'd be down to go for 2 or 3 days probably. Find somebody to split it with, you know. Sure, it would be a blast no matter what. Clayton, why don't you reel in the middle rod and I'll bait it up and then we'll bait that other one up too.
The middle one?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you want a pre-bait
Middle
down
one?
there. Yeah, middle. Most of them places I've seen that they rent down there have kayaks and everything, so you could kayak out and drop you a bunch of bait. That'd be cool, you know. Have a fire in the backyard. Sit back, relax. Oh, we got one on. Oh. Got one on down here, guys. Uncle Donnie can show us how it's done again. Clay, can you grab the bait in the cradle? That's all right. Reel it fast, man. I think he's still in there. He's just swimming towards us. Yeah, you got to keep that tension real quick.
That's a hog.
Got one on down there.
There, go get him, Clay. What time it is?
We got one on the other end now, guys. Hopefully it come on.
Big mess.
Nope. Set it in that rod holder if you want. We'll show you the fish, guys. We got one on down the other end too, so we'll get this guy back in the water. Yeah, you can put them in there if you want. So we got one on down here too, so. Clayton said it come off. That's probably a good thing. Hey, catfish and crappie, how you doing, buddy? Make this one up real quick. Oh man. You guys are just joining us. If you would, hit that like button. Tell your mother, your brother, or your lover. Stop in and hit that subscribe button. Let's hit 2,000 today, guys. I think last time I looked, we were about 8 subs away. I have no idea now. So if you're new to the stream or new to the channel and you're watching, if you would, hit that like or hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Can you get one of those buckets? We'll let that line settle for a minute. Then tighten it up and go down here and bait these other 3 up. I think we got at least 2 out of the water down there. We ought to bait the one up over here. It's been out there for a couple hours. It is. How you doing? Catching us a few fish. I think that line's gonna be good to go, actually. Go down here and pick these up. You guys are just coming in, hit that like button, please. There you go. Yeah, no fishing. Only catching. No fishing allowed, only catching allowed, guys.
There goes another one. Go get it, Clay. You need to bait up, I'll take this to it.
Now I gotta take this down there too. Guys, we got another one on down there as soon as I walked away.
It's walking, it's back.
On that rod I said needed baited up, it's been out there for 2 hours. Isn't that something? Goes to show you, you never know. never know, guys.
Come on.
Hook off rope.
We need got some bait.
What the hell?
We need to get some bait.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll show you guys what it looks like. No, if we can-
There.
We're gonna toss him back in the water, guys. So you just never know, guys. I was just saying that had been out for 2 hours and it needed baited up, and as soon as we walk away, it took off. You guys are just joining us. Look at that. There's another one, guys. That's about 4 within the last 10 minutes, probably. They don't want it. I reckon I'll get it.
Fish is over there.
I'm over here.
Oh.
It'll be back over here in a minute.
It's not gonna be all the way over there.
Guys, without walking back to the side of the tree. If I can hit something out there, man, you gotta get hold up and then come loose. Not even if there's-
Got what?
Might be a big.
You want me to net it?
Yeah, you're pretty good at it. You need to practice it.
You need practice.
You're gonna be a professional someday. Professional netter. I think he's gonna do it. That's a big one, ain't it?
I think it's the biggest of the day.
Yeah, I think it is.
Not big, but
At least it's big as mine.
yeah, it's bigger than yours.
You know what I love about his thing? Amazing, he got hung up over there. Last one. Good job.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna bait that. I think you got a couple of them to bait.
I got 5 of them to bait. Show you this one too, guys. Nice purdy fish.
Oh, that's dirt on him.
If you guys want to drop a super chat to help show your love for the channel, help us going, we appreciate it. Where can you get this kind of entertainment at for $1 or $2, guys?
Johnny, can you get the net?
Yeah. Yeah. Man. How's it going?
We get a few super chats, we might even toss Clayton in the water. What do you guys think? Let him put a little show on there. He can't swim. All you gotta do is hit that $sign down there next to the chat. Send a sticker. All kinds of cool stuff, guys. Rod had been out there for a while. That thing had been out there for a minute. The one to the left, we had just casted it out. Oh my God, boy. It's been a while since that's happened. I think we hit that tree. Messed it all up, guys. We're in trouble now. I don't know if I hit that tree limb or what. Been a long time since I had a bird's nest. It's kind of the dangers of throwing around trees, though. If you have a caster and you hit one, you're in trouble. got 27 likes on the stream, guys. See if we can't get that to 30. If you haven't hit that like button yet, smash that bad boy. Hit it with some authority. Let's go back at it. See if we bird's nest it again. I feel like I hit something with it. We shall see. 2 more likes, guys. We'll be at 30. Just joining us, we need 2 more likes to hit 30, guys. Smash that like button. Get this one baited up. All right, 31 likes, guys. We got a bunch more down there that need baited up. If you guys are dropping comments, I'm probably not going to be able to read them right this second. I won't be able to see it. I'm baiting up. Give me just a minute. I'll let you know when I can see it, read it. We'll let that line settle and then tighten it back up a little bit. If you guys had a comment, go ahead and repost it and I'll check it out. If you guys had a question or anything. Yeah, you can mix about any kind of bait you want, really. Sure, John, you can see it. I don't know how good it'll show up on the live stream, but it's Juicy Palm by Hog Sauce, Millet Pack Bait. I'll go down here where I was sitting. I got 2 or 3 rods that need baited up down there. If you guys look at my videos, I have a bunch of different combos. I always like to experiment myself. I think I hit that tree limb down there or something. It caused me to have a terrible bird's nest.
Bring some of these, man. You could get over where the big boy is.
If I use syrup for my baits, I add the flavor to the syrup. If I use corn, I always just add flavor to the mix itself. Everybody's got their own thing. Some people mix the flavor into the corn. Everybody's got their own thing. Let's experiment and see what works best for you. And yeah, no problem. I love helping everybody out. I love to watch people catch fish too. You guys notice in most of my videos, I don't hardly ever reel a fish in. Usually let my son do it, or my uncle over here, or whoever's with me. Usually when I do reel one in, though, it's a koi or a goldfish, it seems like here lately. It's been making them all mad. They all want to catch one. And as soon as I reel one in, that's what it is, it seems like. We'll get this one baited up. The other one needs baited up too, but I'm gonna pass on it for now. They're starting to hit good enough. I don't think we need to keep baiting up so many rods. If you guys are just joining us, smash that like button. Or if you're enjoying the show, want to show us a little extra love, you can hit that $sign next to the chat. Drop us a super chat. I think you can drop about the price of a soda, you know. Help support the channel. We're going to be hitting 2,000 subs soon, if we haven't already. So we'll be doing a giveaway here in probably a week or so. All right, guys, I'm back if we need to chat a little bit. Yeah, we've actually caught quite a few, I think. We probably caught 5 or 6, maybe. I don't know. I'm using just a bead, John. If you want to see the beads I'm using in the video description, there's a link to them on Amazon. I think we've caught 5 or 6, and then we also had one get off. If you guys are joining us, please hit that like button. And if you want to share it, share it with your mother, your lover, your brother, whoever you want. See if we can't get some new subscribers. We're trying to break 2,000 today. And we're really close, guys. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, anywhere you want. Awesome, Buckeye. We appreciate it. I don't know how many subs we got. It won't show me while I'm streaming, so. I know we got to be pretty close to the 2,000 mark. You guys got a lot of good places over there in Ohio. We've got a couple videos on it. You gotta have a fishing license, man. Yeah. I think we're gonna get our Ohio license soon, guys. We might hit some places like Houston Woods. What is that? Salina. I can't remember the name of the lake up there, but I want to hit that. You ever been there, Donnie? Oh, we'll have to get Donnie to go up there. He'll love that, guys.
Where at?
It used to be the largest man-made lake in the United States, or maybe the world. I can't remember. Oh, it's huge.
Where's it at?
Ohio, Salina, Ohio.
Oh, really? How far is Salina?
It's probably an hour and a half, 2 hours.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might try someday.
It's in the actual video description, John. So you'll have to close out of the chat and then hit the description on the left there. Or if you have me on Facebook, you can shoot me a message and I'll send it to you later. But it is in the description. You say it was St. Mary's, Buckeye? Is that what it was called? I don't know if you live close by there, but man, that's a huge lake. I used to bowl a tournament up at Salina, and man, that's a big lake. I heard you could walk all the way across it. I don't know if that's true or not.
Top left.
Oh, that's
That.
right.
Sometimes I'd get out and walk around the concrete on there, but I didn't really see any places to fish. Todd, I don't know if he's still in here watching or not. He told me there's a lot of bank places too where you can get rod holders in the ground, so we're going to have to hit it. Yeah, that's what I heard too. I heard it was I don't know, like 5 or 6 foot deep or something like that. Of course, I guess you couldn't walk across it if it was 6 foot deep, but yeah, John. We'll have to change the name probably.
Okay. So you got subscriptions down there? No? Yeah. The bottom middle, let's put that. Then press all. And you scroll down. Then you see Carp and Hawg's baits, tips, tricks. And you see click it. And then videos. Both videos.
You guys having a good day? Hope everybody's having a great day today.
What do you? Oh, hit Carp, didn't you? You bang Carp, didn't you? You hit Carp, didn't you?
Okay, yeah, you hit it.
I didn't know you did. I watched the thing.
I hit live cod fishing.
Yeah.
Click it.
Can you bang that Carp over there?
This?
Use your arm.
The live button.
Hold the line.
And then you do that, press that, boom. Caught.
Buckeye, what's a good place around you to fish? We may get down that way soon. Ugh.
Now I'm gonna run through it again.
Yeah, you practice. Let me try. See how I can.
Where is it? Okay. No.
Oh, YouTube already.
Pretty gorgeous day out, really. I think the high was only
No.
75 over
Click
here.
again.
Oh, I don't know where YouTube. I
It's
thought you
been in the
clicked on
90s the last few days.
Bam. Right there.
So kind of refreshing.
Click now.
You're gonna hit X.
No. It's you're gonna hit X if there's an ad. There's no ad. Okay, where do you go now?
If there's an ad and you watch the ad, it helps me
Go
out.
scroll.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that.
No.
Well, we watched some and then we deleted it. That still counts.
No.
You have to watch. You have to watch a whole ad.
Yeah, a lot of them are only like 15 seconds.
Yeah, nobody can do 15. Anything over that, I want to kill somebody.
What else? What do you do now?
I don't know. Down here,
Tell you what, guys, we got one of those little portable phone charger things.
right there, on the right.
My old lady got it from Walmart.
Subscriptions.
That thing really helps with the streaming, that's for sure. Looks like we've been live for about 2 hours.
YouTube.
Get rid of that.
Phone's still fully charged.
It's always
Oh,
been,
you hit something. I didn't get to see that.
you're always been at the bottom of this row, the middle one. Yes. Then remember what I hit there?
And then
No. Don't hit that.
hit mine.
No. Stop. Hit
Hit
all.
all. You leave that thing.
Okay. Scroll down.
Clayton's trying to teach Uncle Donnie how to use YouTube over here, guys.
Well, it's
Scroll down again.
actually not.
It's fun scrolling. until you
Kind
see
of
the
comical.
Carbon. That
Yes.
is.
Click.
Well, my dad was trying to use
Click
it.
live.
Live streaming.
Bam.
Or what?
He kept asking me how many prescriptions I had instead of subscriptions
Yes.
or subscribers.
Let's see if I
He kept calling them prescribers and prescriptions. He's, I'm gonna get you some prescriptions. Pretty good stuff. Woo, yeah, boys. It's a lazy day.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of work done.
What now?
live. Right? I'm there.
It's always not.
What kind of work you guys do?
Oh, it isn't?
Let us know in the chat. Any professional fishermen out there?
They don't.
This one.
Oh.
This
Oh.
Oh, I did all. That's right. That's right. Oh. And then come down and see all of it. And then hard cut this. So that would be good.
Bam. Okay.
Now I gotta get that.
Yes, but now we're gonna do it again.
I tell you.
If you're just joining us and you hit that like button, we would really appreciate it. Looks like we're up to 33 likes, guys. We got somebody walking down here behind us. We'll see what they got going on.
what's out here, guys? You all set up like tow trucks.
Oh, there's some carp out here. That's about it, guys.
Is that what you're fishing for?
Yeah.
Carp?
Yep.
Yeah. We saw like, I don't know, down there, no way. We saw like 4, standing up on the bench and stuff coming in.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. There's a lot of
Probably carp.
There's a lot of carp out here.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, man.
Yeah, we're not from around here and stuff. Doing a job down here. We're gonna bring poles and we've been talking about for a minute and this ain't gonna do it.
I think there's catfish in here.
Oh, there might be a few channel cats in here, but
You got might catch a few cats.
yeah.
Man, what's that going on out there, that island-looking deal?
A long time ago, this used to be like a place that had diving boards and all kinds of
Swimming
stuff.
hole.
Kind of like a park.
I mean, a long time ago, guys. Now it's contaminated. You're not supposed to really. There's a sign for no fishing, but
Yeah, that works.
where my other poles are, yeah, we're live streaming on YouTube here, and they get a good crack out of that when we show the sign. But yeah, so don't eat a fish out of here if you catch one. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a factory or something over that way, I think it was, and supposedly they dumped a bunch of stuff in here many years ago. I'd say it's good now, but
What's the biggest one you've caught out here?
I used to catch a lot in the low 20s, but in the last 6 years, I don't know what happened. I mean, if you get a 15-pounder, you're doing pretty good now.
It's
So
in
I've seen it moving, but
Yeah.
What kind of pound test?
that might have been.
I think it's got 20 on it. Yeah,
You got a nice setup, man.
yeah. Thanks. Where you guys from?
Right now, North Vernon.
Okay.
He's from Kokomo, or
Terre Haute.
Terre Haute.
Terre Haute. Well,
I
North
live in Brown
Vernon's.
County.
Isn't
Oh, really?
you're from Brown County?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want to get down that way and hit like
Gotcha, didn't you?
Lake Lemon. I don't know if you've heard of Lemon Lake and Monroe and
I go fishing down in Monroe all the time for wipers.
yeah.
Or he
I just
caught.
caught probably like a 9-pound wiper last weekend.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Heck yeah. I know there's carp down there. I haven't fished Monroe since I was a kid, but I know there is carp in there.
Terre Haute's got carp, don't you? And that wabash.
Big old grip of them Asian carp.
Oh,
Yeah.
they got Asian?
Oh man, they're everywhere.
Oh, really? When I
All
worked
up
over
and
there
down.
years ago, they didn't have them in there.
If you take a boat down it, they'll every 5 feet they'll be jumping.
No joke.
It's crazy.
That's too bad.
Yeah, they take over a place.
Yeah,
Asian
it's-
carp do.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
So they enforce the regulations here with 11 o'clock, or was it 10 o'clock?
I have no idea, man. I never stay that long.
We don't fish that
Not
late.
this
I say that.
Something to hit that one.
You guys
Yeah.
paving or something, or working on bridges or something?
Add on to the milk.
Smithberry.
Dairy.
Yeah.
Smithberry. I don't even know where Smithberry is, dude.
It's in Richmond.
I'm not from Richmond,
It's a
so.
milk place that
11
we see a lot of milk just chilling.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not from Richmond myself, so I think people fish it outside there from the road anyway.
Right down here.
After they close, I don't know if they still put a gate up or didn't they used to put a chain across it or something. I
Yeah.
think.
I think
I've never been here when they did it, but I think they used to.
they probably fish
Yeah.
down there on the road. Be okay.
Where'd you get your pool rigs at?
Oh, so hold on a second, guys. Sorry, guys. My bad. I missed a lot of comments, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, good. We'll get out of here. Man.
Oh, you're all right, man. I had it stuck on one and didn't realize it. But
Did you make your?
no, I didn't make them. There's a guy from Richmond, Steve Satterfield. He makes these black ones. And then down there, I've got stainless. They're really nice setup down there. Something Vickers makes them. He's from North Carolina. But yeah, they. I
All you
mean,
have to do is just
$1 million idea right there.
You see it, get you a picture, start making them. You'd sell a ton of them in your area, I guarantee it.
I've made a few of them, just not like that. I just use some 1.25 pipe and some 3/4 inch round bar.
That's the big thing around here is rod holders like that. I mean,
That's nice.
they work really good. We got one on down here, guys.
Right on. Jesus. Look at the line. Look at it. It's taking off. Hey. Keep it on YouTube. Hey.
We got one on down here, guys.
This is awesome. Right?
He got her standing up, don't he?
Eating soups. Look at that line. Check it out. Go.
Get it, man. One of you grab it. Reel it in.
Oh, I ain't gonna. I would.
Oh, I was going to say, it don't bother me.
Look at that.
Yeah, we throw them way out there, too. We hit about 100 yards when we cast.
Wow.
I ain't never caught a carp.
Oh, really?
Out there?
They fight.
Man, this place is shallow, guys.
That's what we figured, about 10 foot.
Where'd you get them alarms at, man? That's cool shit. Like, your setup is just amazing.
Hey, what's up, David? What's up, Jason? The alarms, those are just from China, man. They're like $2 alarms, dude.
Where's the net at? You got the net?
Yeah, we got it.
Keep that line low, Don. Keep it low.
Hey, I will go in this thing again.
I don't think it's that big. They just find some. Jump up on that ground, waiting over there.
Yeah.
Back in there again, huh?
Yeah. You got it.
Another one
Fucking
bites dust.
egg.
That's a pretty good one. I know he found you.
Yeah.
What are you guys fishing with?
Pack bait is what it's called.
You guys fish for that?
Huh.
They
Never
show
heard
you
of it.
some of them. No, it works.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Smells good.
It does.
All right, guys, we're going to get this one back in the water here.
What, you just pack it around?
Yeah, I pack it around a bead.
Bead?
Yeah, that's just millet is all it
4 to 1
is.
versus dough balls that you used to make.
Right on.
Corn, them out do that so bad.
How much they weigh?
We don't mind. If he ain't about that low, we don't even take that.
I'll be back.
Wasn't too heavy.
There's big old catfish out there, yeah.
I like the whole setup I'm seeing. Like, I've never seen no shit like this in my life. Hey, on bass fishing and just the rods, reels, the
You guys want-
alarms. I mean,
You want to learn on how to catch
right?
it,
We're
man?
down there.
Subscribe
The
to my
alarm
YouTube
goes
channel,
off.
man. I got all kinds of bait videos and
Right on, man. That's awesome.
all kinds of good stuff on there.
Yeah,
for you.
you
Oh,
got
what's that?
What's your
It's
channel?
Carp and catfish, baits, tips, tricks, and techniques.
Is the name of it?
Yeah,
What was it?
carp and catfish, baits, tips, tricks, and techniques.
Wow. And that's going to stay on there when you cast it out 100 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
If you know how to pack it right, it will. Yeah, let me get it packed tight first.
You gotta pack it
If you're
perfect.
new to it, then you probably couldn't throw it 10 foot, man.
It's
It,
I
it's
can't
something
do
that
it.
you have to get, like, acquire the technique to pack it real good.
So what was that again?
Carp, carp and catfish,
Yep.
baits, tips, tricks, and techniques.
That's crazy, man. That's awesome.
Hopefully
Wow.
it stays on there for this thing. It should.
If it falls off, I jinxed it.
Sometimes they come off, man.
I used to
Let me,
do that, guys.
How much does a bucket of that cost?
I don't know. I make it myself.
Really?
Brother, let me throw this real fast. I don't know.
That's where you want 'em, aren't
Good God, that was out the center.
they? That's out there, and it stays on. They very much.
Hell, you ain't gonna do that with no chicken liver.
No.
I don't care if you're carrying a net on it or not.
I can't do that. These on guys,
A lot of people can't do it with pack bait either.
I can do
Right?
Most of my buddies go like this and it falls off behind them.
Or it blows up about 30 yards out there. It goes everywhere. I'm trying to get it.
That was crazy.
Yeah, really. That's what I was doing. They got a reservoir over there too, guys.
Yeah, Richmond Reservoir.
Yeah, you know where that new hospital is up there close to 70 and 27? It's huge beyond this. It's come in 70, it's 27, comes south. On the second red light, it's a big hospital over there. Take that road and take you right to that road. Or you can go really close to that going around it too. But, they got some big carp in them. And big catfish.
Yeah, there's a lot of 20s over there.
I call it.
I've caught some 30s over there actually.
That's my hometown.
Shit, dude. Good God. That's center of the fucking lake.
Oh, the bluff in Miram. Yeah, Miram Bluff. I'm telling you, that's the most beautiful view I've seen. You can see about 30 miles out, huh?
And what's weird, it's all level.
Yeah,
All of a
level.
sudden, it's a big
And
drop off, and it's level again forever.
it's crazy.
It is.
Oh,
All
there's a
well.
fish right there.
Bunch
Yeah.
of all well, you know.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Southern Indiana.
That big town over there, you know. It's got all that
I fished Yellowwood Lake, I think it is, down there in Brown County.
Lincoln
You guys
Trail
heard of
College over
Yellowwood?
in there.
I have.
I fished that.
I'm not really from around here.
When I was a kid, we used to go camping down in Brown County and
Right.
fish all the
Go with
lakes.
your
down there. I don't know that I ever caught
Yellowwood's really
anything.
Morgan County.
Is it?
Down,
How far is Lake Lemon or
No,
Green
don't
Lake or
even
whatever
think
it's
about
called?
it. That little small town. Yeah.
It is in Brown County? Y'all don't want to
yeah,
go down there?
it's not
Miram
far
Bluff
from Helmsburg.
Prettiest place in fucking southern Indiana.
We went up
Here,
that
here,
stuff.
It's a trip. Football camp, we had to run that. Up and down.
James.
Yeah, it was rough, but we did it.
Worked at jail.
Yeah.
The shop.
Yeah, yeah. Really?
His
Huh.
last name started with a P.
That's crazy.
He was younger than me.
Yeah. Right. That's crazy.
Red Chevy.
I didn't know if you know him or not.
He we know.
You see him till all time.
All the time he's working on
He
the
let you know we was going to go do fucking pipe fishing.
Yeah?
I mean, they fight
Fucking
better than me.
I sure will next time.
Takes a lot. 20
I
to
always
30
loved him,
pounds.
man.
They're fun fish to catch, man. In other countries, it's the #1 sport fish.
Right.
In the United States, they're trash fish, man. That don't make no sense. I'm gonna run down here and get that other one baited up, guys.
All right, man. We're gonna cut up out of here.
Yeah, well, like I said. All right, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, carp. There's a ton of them over here, dude.
Bring one in.
Yeah, if another one takes off, grab it and reel it in. All right, guys, we're gonna get this one baited up down here. We ran into some people there and was having a good little conversation with them. I don't know if they subbed or not, but
It's cold today.
You happen to know a guy I used to work with. Old John with it.
it's cool.
Yeah, well. He said, I'll tell him, man, about you.
Guys, give me just a second. Let me get this baited up and I'll go through the comments. Oh yeah, what they doing?
Well, we work downtown and they're just out checking things out. That's how we used to do it.
Something bit that one on the end there. It's all slack back at the bank.
That's how I learned about Plant Sullivan.
Yeah.
Here. I'll tell you what, guys, I go over to her fish that Wabash,
Yeah.
where the White River runs into the Wabash. I'd love to fish that.
There's a lot of carp up there.
It's right there at Van Sins, where they all meet. Them two meet on these.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people that do fish that up there.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, you got that. They fish. They'll catch that. They'll catch some buffs, like I was talking about.
Yeah.
And I think there's Asian carp all over that
How'd
too.
you find that? What would I look for?
I just look up carp fishing in Indiana, and you'll probably come across it.
Okay. Because I always want to see what people caught out of that. It's an excellent looking place.
Something has hit that. I'm not gonna bait it up though.
Oh, something hit.
Something's hitting this one right there.
Oh, really? It's like that's very close to that one you threw.
Which one? This one?
It's twitch. Something hit it.
Yeah.
Do it. There we go. Oh, boy.
All right, guys, I'm gonna check out the chat and see if I missed any comments. Sorry about that. Like I said, we had some people come up there and got into a conversation with them. So, let's see here.
Something hit me.
Vape Lover, I've done several giveaways. So I'm not sure which one you're talking about. We're going to do one for 2,000 subs. We'll get some prizes together and probably do it within a week or so. Hemp is a really good additive, guys. Hemp does work really good. David, I've used a lot of that stuff, and it's kind of funny. I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things, man, that I've spent my money on about anything carp related you can think of. And I don't know. I mean, maybe for some people it really does miracles, but for me, I just never noticed that much of a difference, honestly. Hemp, I do feel like the hemp works pretty good though. Usually, if I buy something to try out, I'll take my regular bait and then whatever I'm doing, and I'll rotate it in the same hole that's catching fish and see if it does make a difference, you know? I'm talking about hemp seed, Jason. So you can put that hemp seed in your bait if you're making a corn bait. There are hemp flavors. I've got, I think I might have a bottle or two left over of hemp flavor. I never did any good on it. Now I tried hemp oil one time, like the real, I think it was called cold pressed hemp oil when I was younger. And I had some bait made up and I poured that in it. And that was the end of that bait. I couldn't get it to pack at all. That oil kept it from sticking together. There's probably different types of hemp oil that might work, but the stuff I had, I couldn't even pack my bait after that. I mean, there's different ones. You're talking about like when you say oils. I think you also talked about like aminos and stuff like that. Yeah, I've used it all. I used to get stuff a long time ago from Whacker Bait and Tackle. I don't know if they're even still open anymore, guys. I used to get a lot of stuff from them. You know, now there's different brands. There's all kinds of stuff. And maybe there's different oils that actually, the stuff I bought, it was before people really used hemp in their stuff. And I had been using hemp seed in my pack bait at the time, was doing really good. So I found hemp oil, I think it was called cold pressed hemp oil or something. And like I said, that stuff, man, whoo! I dumped that in my bait and I couldn't pack it no more. I imagine there's different, the ones that they make for carp fishing probably work fine. I think that was like for people or something. David, I'm not saying it didn't work for me. I'm saying that I don't think that it really added anything to the mix. You know what I mean? I'm sure I caught fish on it. I just never reordered because, you know, I didn't do any better than what I typically use, I guess you'd say. I mean, I'm sure you'll catch fish with it. I just try to keep it honest with you guys. You know, that's like I've been back and forth with, you know, hair rigs, pay lake rigs, all different kind of rigs that you could think of. And when I test them side by side, I mean, honestly, guys, the regular old pay lake rig, even in the wild, I mean, that's what I'm using right now. I never have any problems with it. Simple to tie up, and it works. I mean, I've caught 30 pounders in the wild, you know. I've used boilies. I mean, I've used a lot of stuff, guys. I really have. Promise you. I think I started carp fishing when I was about hardcore. I mean, like hardcore carp fishing when I was probably 12. So I used to go up to, back then I would go to the pay lake and I'd go up on a Friday night and I would stay till Sunday night. Said I got into it hardcore back then. And I don't know, hung with pay lakes until probably in my early 20s, maybe. And then kind of hit the pay lakes again in my late 20s, early 30s. I still go every now and then, just not very often. Something about fishing in the wild, guys. It brings me enjoyment, you know. And I use the same baits that I do in the wild or the pay lake and do just fine. David, I'm using a plastic bead. That's another thing. I mean, there are people out there that, I mean, they're like, the pickup is the answer. That's all that matters. And when I first started, everybody used a bead, and everybody caught tons of fish back then. And then pickups come along. I started using pickups, caught fish. And I mean, I still use them every now and then. I'll put a kicks on with my bead, but I bet you 95% of the time I'm just using a plastic bead. In my opinion, it's your bait. When they come in, you know, that's what you want is your pack bait. If you've ever watched underwater videos, when they come in, they start sucking up everything around it. I've seen people say that they change their pickup, you know, change it out every hour for a different flavor until they find what works. In my honest opinion, I feel like if they catch a fish, they probably just started biting, because that's kind of how it works, you know. You could go hours, and then when they turn on, they turn on. And you guys know as well as I do that if you have a pickup, even flavored or not, just like your pack bait, once you flavor it, if you let it set out there for 2 hours, your bait's plain. There's no flavor around it anymore. All that water washes the flavor out. So early on, I mean, the flavor probably draws them in, but if you're going to leave it out there, it goes plain. Throw you a ball out in front of you and look at it. It'll go white, your bait will. I don't think color really matters that much. I've used purple, green, yellow, red, orange. I will tell you this, my favorite is pink. I don't know why, but I like to use pink ones. John, I saw that. I think I commented on his picture. That was a nice fish. Yeah, I think I commented on it, actually. And see, that's like me. You know, I like pink. I don't know why. I feel like I catch more on it. Do I really? Probably not. But I really do like pink. It's just one of those things. When as you guys get into it, you'll have things that you get into and it just feels like it works for you. Just like those guys that were down there, you know, we were talking about pack bait, and, you know, I don't know if you could hear him or not, but he's like, that's going to stay on if you sling it out there. I mean, that's another thing. Packing your bait, that's one key ingredient to catching fish. And what I mean by that is, if you're new to packing the bait, a lot of people, you know, they throw it off, right? And if they're not throwing the bait off, a lot of the time when they cast it, if it does stay on, it's not packed very good. And when it hits the water, it breaks into a million pieces when it hits the water. And when it does that, it's just about like having no bait around your hook to begin with, you know? So once you finally get the technique down, and you will, it just takes practice. Eventually it becomes second nature, where you can pack it, the line comes straight out through the middle of the ball of pack bait, and you can just rip on it and hardly ever throw one off. I think I threw one off last week over here, and that was the first time I'd thrown one off in probably years, guys. And I don't know if you guys can tell how far we're actually casting, but I mean, honestly, I'm heaving into it. We're getting probably 100 yards over here. You know, those guys, they were pretty impressed with it. That's another thing. If you want to do it, you just got to get out there and do it and work on it. I go down to the football field when COVID's not going on, and I practice casting, as stupid as that sounds. I'll go down there and try different techniques, always trying to learn something, you know. Hell, I had a bird's nest today. I hadn't had one of those in forever. I hit this tree limb up here, and you hit one with a caster, you're in trouble. Guys, we need 4 more likes to get to 40. If anybody wants to put us over the top, we'd appreciate it. If you guys are looking to show the channel a little extra love, you can hit that $ and drop us a buck or two. Trying to put on a good show for you, give you some good information. We're going for 2,000 subs. We may have hit it. It doesn't show me while I'm streaming, unfortunately. If we have hit it, that's awesome. I appreciate you all.
That's
Good
not,
minute.
that's not 8 bucks.
I believe it's 8. Yeah, maybe it's close. There we go.
No,
Huh?
I don't think it's 8 pounds.
give me $1.
Oh, you guys betting?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I thought you might say 10. Oh, no, I didn't think. I don't think it's 8 pounds.
Give me
It's
$1,
probably
Don.
6, maybe.
Well, I guess I lost $1.
That one before this was pretty decent.
Darn it. It felt like a 12. That was fighting son of a gun. They fought harder than ever.
Yes.
Guys, I'm going to show you the fish here.
Oh, no.
We're going to go ahead and get him back in the water.
Oh, you'll get the dog.
Appreciate you guys getting us to 40 likes.
Dang. 18 people. Someone said it said 2K.
Awesome.
You gonna bet next fest? You gonna bet it next? You gonna bet next fest?
Oh my goodness.
We might. If it breaks that line, I'll bet it was over top line.
You ain't going to break this line. As long as you drag tight, your line will never break. It'll drag.
Top stuff.
I mean, if it's set correctly, your
Someone
line
said congratulations.
Thank you.
You know what? That's it. Oh. Yeah, that makes that one up. Maybe what, about 2.5 hours, maybe? That needs time.
Awesome, guys. I'm glad we made it. I appreciate everybody. It's awesome.
I'll get one in for you.
Guys, I'm going to be doing a video here sooner than later on how to make your own goo. Have you guys ever seen like the quarter goo where you put it on or if you put a drop in the water, it like goes green and goes nuts? I'll show you guys how to do that yourself for just pennies on the dollar, man. I just haven't got around to it yet. We got so many fishing videos. Everybody said, oh, we want fishing videos. We want fishing videos. And then the fishing videos only get 300 or 400 views, and all the bait videos get thousands of views. So if you guys want to help out with that, the most important thing is if I upload a video, if you guys drop a comment and hit that like button, it really helps the channel out. YouTube sees that and it helps it get put in the algorithm where it's shown to more people. I'm gonna put just a little baby ball millet on this one. We're gonna go half size on it. Hey, that's what she said. Wait, not when I was there.
I'm gonna take him down there, guys.
We play some frisbees.
Yeah, I might throw you a couple.
Hey, we got one on, guys. Look at it, boys. It come off. I just need the bait. I just need the bait. Just need the bait.
Just stayed up there. There we go. It feel pretty good.
No, I don't have it on there.
I mean, did it feel?
I never even
Oh, you didn't
wasn't
get
on
the.
there when I grabbed it.
I know the fish that guy got it for long too. That's so time.
Yeah, you have to check out
I'll
that
go
place
two,
with Salina.
I'll go 2 or 3 days with you.
You check out that place with Salina I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's a lake you want to see because it's still like the third biggest lake or something. Guys, let me see if the camera can pick this up. Trying a new hook today on this. I've got 2 rods that have it. It's a Teflon coated hook as well. It's more of a J hook instead of a curve shank. It looks like we're 1 for 2 on it. We lose a lot of fish just by filming too. We take our time to get down to the rods and stuff, and
We don't.
we don't get in much of a hurry. You know what I mean? Jolene, what are you doing for me for 2,000 subscribers? We got to celebrate somehow. Got to celebrate. If you guys are watching, I got a pretty, what I would call a pretty good video coming out on the chaos. John, there is no advantage at certain places. Just depends on where you fish at. I think you're from around this area, so at Springwood Park, I don't think you can throw too far out. The farther you are, the more you're going to catch over here. Summit Lake, that's another place. There's certain spots where you have to hit 100 yards, but I'd say most places, probably 90% of the places you're going to fish, you don't have to throw far out at all. Some places we fish a few feet off the bank. John, where are you from? Are you from Richmond? Hey, at least ducks can get along, right? We know people sure can't, seems like. 42 likes on the stream, guys. That's awesome. What do you guys think about a stream Saturday? Think we should go for it or no? I will, Chad. Give me just a minute here. I'm letting this line settle, and then we'll get the camera angled in a different place. What do you guys think? Give me some suggestions. We're going to have to celebrate that 2,000 mark. What should a man do to celebrate that? Definitely didn't think we'd ever get 2,000 subscribers when we started the channel. We did it so we could look back and in the future here and remember all the good times we had together. Thank you, David. Appreciate it. Well, we're going to have a giveaway. Like I said, we'll be doing a giveaway, Chad. Let me try to get some people involved in it, get some product for you guys, and we'll put a giveaway together. Just be patient with me. I know we're going to give away one of those Chaos reels. It looks like it's still dark. Let me see if I can get us a little better situation here. Is that good, guys? But we're going to be giving away a reel for sure. I'm going to talk to Dustin at Hawg Sauce, see if he's got anything he could throw in. Chad, once you get the hang of it, you'll have no problems, man. I said I'd never use one, and then Dylan, he's always in the chat. I fish with him all the time. He had a set of casters, and he let me borrow them for, I think I borrowed them for probably a week, but instantly I loved them. I think the number one key is to understand how they work. I want you to understand that there's not a lot of thumb involved in it. When I'm throwing far out there, the only time I use my thumb is when the bait's about to hit the water. Well, John, get your kid involved. I'm sure they'll love it too. Fishing's awesome. And one of the other keys is these reels have brakes on the inside of them. And a lot of people that I've seen, I mean, I'm not bad-mouthing anybody, but there's a lot of people that use casters, and what they do is they go in, turn all their brakes off, and they can't do anything but basically flip it or throw it 20 or 30 yards. And they talk about how free it is and everything like that. The problem is if you turn all your brakes off, middle of your cast, if you're trying to cast it far, your spool starts spinning faster than the line that's coming off the reel, okay? So you have a bird's nest. And even if you use your thumb, if you're going to use your thumb, then you're going to get less distance that way than just having the brakes the appropriate amount of brakes turned on for what you're doing. I think the rockets come with 4 of them on, and I usually turn 1 off. Sometimes I'll turn 2 off. Just depends on the reel. And then you can let her eat. You can rip on it hard. If you guys ever watch the distance casting, those guys, what they have, for one, is they don't have the level wind, which allows them to cast even farther because it's less drag. And they have magnets on theirs. So what they do is when they cast, you'll notice once they rip into it hard, they'll start unscrewing that magnet, and it lets the line start going out free, you know? So it starts to free up more and more and more during the cast. But it controls the cast in the beginning stage, I guess you'd say. But pretty much everybody I've messed with a caster, in just probably 10 minutes they had the hang of it. Now a bass reel is a little bit different, guys, for sure. And David, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a goo. You might be interested in that. I used to do or use it, but um, like I said, me personally, I just didn't notice that much of a difference in catch rate. Seem to catch them with it or without it, you know. But it looks cool. I mean, you know, put it on your pickups or whatever. When your bait breaks down, it makes a big green cloud around it. You can squirt it on the side of your pack bait, whatever you want to do with it. Soak your pickups, anything like that. And John, if we're ever live out here in Richmond, feel free to stop by and talk to us, man. Drop by and say hey. We've met a few people, and so we always enjoy meeting new people, you know. And if we can help, we'll help. Do our best. I'm gonna make some millet up for Saturday. What flavor you guys think I should use? I've been using that juicy palm and catching quite a few, but wouldn't mind changing the flavor up a little bit. We got one on down there, guys. Whoop. Might have come off. I'm kind of hoping it come off. Isn't that sad? gets to be quite a walk going back and forth down there. I think it came off. We're just going to leave that one out of the water for now because we're going to be packing up shortly. It's starting to get dark. If any of you guys are interested in helping support the channel, one easy way to do that is like the videos, comment on the videos. We also have Amazon affiliate links in the video descriptions. And all you have to do, even if you don't want to purchase that item, just click on it. Let's say you want to buy something on Amazon. You can help support us. Super easy. Just click on one of the links in our video description and then go purchase whatever you want. Doesn't have to be what you clicked on. Just purchase whatever you wanted to buy. And we get like a very small commission from that. Can you just put that back on in the stand over there? Or lean it against the chair? I don't want it on the ground, bud. My buddy Dylan, he just bought some C4s. We're going to have to check those out. We're going to have to tear them apart, do a side-by-side casting comparison. I don't know why, but you never see anybody using a C4. Okay, John, hey, we appreciate you stopping by and watching, man. Like I said, you see us on, stop in. If you guys are just joining, if you'd hit that like button, we'd really appreciate it. What is that? Scooter. His exhaust fumes. Next time we might try to go to Ohio and do a live stream. We'll just have to see what happens with work and everything. This just happens to be pretty close to home and usually catch quite a few, We've caught quite a few today. We haven't really stayed on top of baiting them or anything and still catching quite a few. Trying to figure out how to celebrate this 2,000 subscribers. Maybe I can get my wife to take me out to dinner. What do you guys think? Might get some Mexican food this weekend. Our anniversary actually is Sunday. We've been together almost, let's see here. I think 20, going on 22 years. All right, we got one on that one, guys. We've been together almost 22 years, guys. Guys, we might have a good fish on. Hit that like and subscribe button, guys. It's gonna make this fish bigger. Every like makes this fish bigger.
Someone left a fishing line here.
Yeah, not surprised. I don't think we got enough likes, guys. He's not that big. Getting back in the water.
Yeah, they go. Flip that like that.
All right, boys, we had technical difficulties. I think we're just going to leave that one out of the water too, guys. We're going to be packing up soon, so if you guys wanted to drop a super chat, just hit that $sign next to the chat box. Could probably persuade us to stay a little bit longer. And if you're just joining in, hit that like button. We'd really appreciate it. Caught quite a few so far today. We're only 6 likes away from 50. I heard we hit that 2,000 mark. That's awesome. We'll come up with a giveaway for you guys in the near future. Dylan, I bet they come in. Yeah, I think he did send me your number. Um,
That's good.
no offense, Chad, but I don't really give my number out to a lot of people. But I've got him on Facebook, and we'll definitely set up a time for it. He told me you wanted a juicy palm, I think, or maybe you said that juicy palm, and then just something of my choice. So I might make you up a. If you're interested, I've got a flavor that I haven't tried yet. It's called watermelon splash, I think. Um, I think that's what, or watermelon smash. It smells really good. If you wanted to try it, I might make you some of that. We could make that the second batch. I thought about trying it this weekend myself. I probably need to get like a PO box set up too, in case anybody wants to maybe send a product to try out or anything like that. I've had a few places offer me a couple things, but you know, I want to do stuff or use stuff that I think I would like and that you guys would like. And I want to be honest with you guys too. If it's a product if somebody sends me something and I don't like it, I'm going to be honest with you guys. That's like this line on the middle rod there. I bought it. It's called Tronics Pro. Man, that stuff is trash. In my opinion, it's trash. Now, you guys might have a different experience with it, but I don't like it at all. Need to get it off that reel, actually. Get some of my Whisker Seeker line on there. But yeah, Chad, I mean, if you're good to like meet at Highway Springs or something, we can meet up there. I don't know what days you work or whatever. Saturday I'll be fishing, but I could meet somebody uh, Friday probably. Possibly Thursday. I thought about looking at some campers up there at that Walnut Ridge Thursday, but I'm not sure on that one. If nothing else, I could meet you Thursday night up at Highway, just in the parking lot there, at the pizza place or whatever, in front of it. Yeah, that'd be good with me. I'll get it made up and then I'll message your son, and then we'll set a time for sure. But yeah, that should be good. You're gonna have to get on Facebook, man. You're missing out on all the good stuff. Indiana, where you at, James? Well, we got one on down there, guys. Get it, Clayton, get it. He's getting awful slow like his dad. When I was that age, I'd be running after fish, though. When I was young, I'd fly trying to get over and get me a rod if it had a fish on it. He's getting kind of lazy for a 13-year-old. He was more peppy when he was 12. He turned 13, Wednesday or Thursday?
That was mine on Wednesday.
Pop off.
Did it come off?
No, we're using,
Yeah, pop off.
oh, it looks like it popped off, guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see what we're using or not. I don't know how clear the stream is. That's our pole holder right there. Half of our rods are out of the water now. But when a fish hits that, what happens is, let's say you get a fish on and pulls it, and it sets the alarm off, and right here, your rod will go up and down, guys. It can't come out.
Oh my goodness. You are big.
If I try to run, I'm probably going to take and roll my ankle.
Probably not over 15, probably like 12 or 10.
What?
It's not even that
You
big.
still want to go to that?
Yeah, I say I want to lose my dog.
You might have made another one.
Just in case. If it was like wrapped up or something.
You got that on.
Oh yeah, James. A lot of people over here use that as well. In fact, I used to use bait runners myself. A couple years ago, I switched over to bait casters.
It's easy for me to switch this.
But yeah, a lot of guys still use the, well, most of your wild water carpers over here use the, I call it a rod pod, I guess. Thanks, Chad. I appreciate it. I haven't gotten to see it myself yet. I'm pretty stoked about it. James, I've used boilies, but I don't use them anymore. You probably laugh at what I use. I use a plastic bead, and you guys would call it a method feeder. Well, method fishing, but we use pack bait over here, and I pack it around the hook and the bead. And then when the fish comes in, that's what he sucks up. He sucks all the bait in and the bead to go with it. Basically, it looks like if you've used a pop-up, or, well, I guess it kind of looks like a boilie, you know, pop-up floats. So it just lays in the middle, kind of like using a piece of fake corn or whatever. Got one right there, boys. Didn't have the alarm on it.
Oh, no, get it, guys. We want to see the profession.
Oh, the alarm's turned off. The alarm was turned off.
Get off.
This is on that line I don't like, guys.
It might be a 40-pounder.
Why don't you get the one thing, Frank McCrane will get it in the light. People be able to see it.
Teamwork here.
You have.
I am. I'll get that net. You get the crate.
One on down there. Starting to get something for a baby.
You ain't too far up for being a married man.
Carp. Get it. Look at it.
Hey, be in between you, Josh.
Oh, that was not in the water.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it isn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's heading to Donnie. Down there. You wanna hold it?
Yeah.
There you go, boys. We're gonna get him back in the water.
Just gonna leave these out there.
Yep, there's 2 rods out right now. Well, I take that bait back as I go. Just take the bait, okay?
All right, boys. This is the only one left in the water. That, and we got one down there at the other end. So if somebody want to drop a super chat, we could probably be persuaded to stay a little longer, but we've been working awful hard for $10, you know what I mean? What's up, Midnight? Yeah, James, it was a pretty nice fish. Yeah, some people use PVA over here too. I hardly ever use it, but probably I'll do a video on it anyway. If you guys are new to the stream, if you'd hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Yeah, looks like that made it darker, didn't it, guys? We'll keep it angled down where it looks like it's a little bit lighter. We're 4 likes away from 50, guys. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead. So we've only got 2 rods in the water now, guys. We're gonna be packing up soon, but we've caught quite a few anyway. Appreciate everybody that stopped by today. Means a lot to us. We'll have to celebrate that 2,000 subscriber mark, guys. Thank you, Midnight. Appreciate it.
We tried to get her too, man. She ain't worth the shit.
I used to have some good ones.
Midnight, where you from? I don't know if you joined in before we caught that last one or not. But we had caught quite a few. Clayton, don't knock that rod on the ground, please. What's up, Perez? You doing good? We're doing good. West Virginia. That's not a bad place. That's good, Perez. Been doing any fishing? I've been trying to do a live stream every Wednesday. Hey, there's a snake right there in front of us, guys. A snake. Yeah, don't move very fast and you'll see it. Yeah, it's not a turtle, it's a snake. Well, we only got 2 rods in the water, and this one here, something hit it already. It needed baited up. So if we catch one, it'll be a miracle right now, guys. Miracles happen sometimes, though. If you're just joining in, most of our rods are out of the water. Well, Perez, go fish Indiana. Where are you located at, bud? I'm kind of the opposite. I live in Indiana. I'd like to fish somewhere else. If you just joined in, guys, we're 3 likes away from 50. Midnight. I love those alarms. There's a link in the video description if anybody wants to help support the channel. If they click that link and purchase them, it's an Amazon affiliate link, so we get like 10 cents per alarm or something like that. Maybe not that much, but every little bit helps, guys. But I used to use straw alarms and stuff, and I mean, in my opinion, I love these. They fit in your pocket, cost you a couple bucks, so if you do break one, it's no big deal. They light up, they're loud, and like I said, they're lightweight and compact. If you use straw alarms, I don't know if you're a pay laker or what kind of fishing you do, if you use bait casters or what, but if you use straw alarms, some of them are bulky, man. Some of them are heavy. You about have to have a whole bucket just to carry them in or make another trip for them, you know? And Perez, Chicago, now see, I've heard that was really good fishing. I heard there's some places that have big buffs up there. I mean, we don't really have that around here. I'd love to catch a big buffalo. Well, if we had rods out there, we'd be tearing them up, guys. I see bubbles everywhere where they're feeding on that pack bait. Two likes away from 50, guys. Help me hit that 50 mark, and then we'll cut this stream off. See if we can't get it to 50 real fast. It's getting dark. Skeeters are coming in. Caught a bunch for you guys. Man, we caught a bunch of fish. Met some new people tonight.
what they done, they tapped in on that.
It was a good day, guys. A real good day.
Whip or whatever they call it, which is absolutely 100%. That's gold. The $50 is free. They could been selling that for $1 bottle by the big. Matter of fact, water company wanted to buy that well.
You guys are just joining us. We're 2 likes away from hitting 50. 2 likes, guys. That's it. Hit that little thumbs up. All right, boys. I think we're going to call it for the day. Like I said, we caught quite a few fish. We enjoyed talking to you guys, having a good time today. I heard we passed that 2,000 subscriber mark. Haven't got to see it myself yet. That's pretty awesome. So I'd say it was a successful day, guys. And like I said, we do appreciate y'all. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you on the flip side.